And that's why I want to go see more comics. I want to go I want to see a couple more stuff, like open mics, because it'll give you the real. Even the shit you see on YouTube is edited and shit, so you really just got to go out there, see what you see, take note, take your mental notes. I know when I went to the open mic at the Secret Group, I find myself, like, my creative process is always, I hate when I think of something and I don't write it down right away. And I forget it. Like, when that shit happens, and it doesn't necessarily happen a lot because I'm real good about writing shit down, but when that happens, it almost ruins your fucking day. Like, until you remember it again, your day is like ruined. When you think of something real good too, woo. So even when I was at the Secret Group, I would think about something. It'll have nothing to do with the joke. It'll just be like, ooh, and I'll write that shit. I'll put that shit in my notes. But I hate trying to, it's almost like when I do music. If I'm listening to beats and I like this beat, I usually don't try to make the song right when I listen to the beat. I come back to it. Same shit with these jokes. Like, I may have just started the joke, or, put something like to tell me how to get back to it, or what I'm talking about, like the topic, but I'm not gonna try to write it. I'm gonna come back to it. So, like, I got like 4 of those right now that I need to just come back to, finish them up. And it just depends on when I'm feeling creative and shit like that. So, even as I'm kind of going through the jokes that I'm going through, I may even switch those up. Like, I keep adding to them, shit like that. When I listen to, and it's hard because I also hear people say that they don't even listen to stand-up, but I think that's more veterans. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're a professional at something, it's almost like you don't have to watch other people, or it's hard to watch other people because you feel like you can do better. I'm not really there yet, so I watch a lot of shit. Like, I don't really feel like I can do better. I guess I can say that, but I don't really know it because I haven't done it yet. So I watch a lot of shit, man. And sometimes I'll be like, damn, I wonder, like, I don't know if I'm gonna get the crowd. You gotta deliver your shit in a way to where your laughs are coming, like, you can tell stories. Like, what I love about Ali Sadiq, what I love about the storytellers like the Dave Chappelle's, they can tell a story, but there's always little punchlines in between to keep the crowd in it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the crowd to fall asleep or nothing. So even though, what I'm saying, my jokes ain't gonna be like that long, but I kind of think about it when I'm kind of telling them, like, man, I got to make sure that it's been like 30 seconds. I don't think anything I did in the last 30 seconds is gonna get the crowd to really, move. I need to put something a little bit here. How about I put, you know what? Let me use this example. Let me use this metaphor here. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Just trying to get this shit right. I got a funny shit, man. I got a funny joke about learning math as a child. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, my dad teaching me math. Shit funny as shit, man. Shit, man, it's like, I don't know, I laugh a lot, but I feel like if something funny and I laugh at that shit, other people gonna laugh at that shit too. They'll laugh at it. You just gotta set that shit up right. You just can't expect people to, to know about shit that you know as well as you know it. So you gotta tell it. Like, I be watching a lot of people, man. There's a lot of people successful as comedians, but they live off telling jokes that aren't real, like fiction jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna build my popularity off telling jokes that, even though you laugh, that shit didn't happen. I don't really think I don't really have that kind of imagination, maybe, to think about that shit. I enjoy watching some of those comedians, but I enjoy the shit that I'll be like, okay, that makes sense, or this, yeah, that's real life shit like that, instead of some shit that really just doesn't happen. It just sounds funny because it goes with a certain way people think so I'm gonna make a joke about it. You know, like I feel like anybody can kind of make the most obnoxious jokes about shit that is not real. I feel like the comedians I enjoy the most talk about real shit, and sometimes you gotta take risk. Sometimes you gotta take risk. What I do want to do though, so far that I haven't trying to think how I want to put this. Like with my music, I always have, and it's not even forced, but like even when I listen to some of my old stuff, I always kind of put something about like God in there, you know, the spirit, and it just naturally, you know. And then as I grow older and grow wiser, start to really understand what's going on and what our purpose is, I want to, you know, continue to just spread that message in the way I see fit, you know, the way God sees fit. So far I can say out of the 35, 40 jokes that I have, I'm not really touching on religion yet. So I need to remember that. I need to put that into my topics, you know what I'm saying, and see how can I implement that and make it entertaining, but at the same time knowledgeable, educational, you know, something educational for people to be able to laugh and consume, because that's what comedy is. That's why I don't really like people, you know, that's why I don't really fuck with the jokes about shit that's not really real, that's real fiction, because you can make people laugh about real shit too. You can make people laugh about shit that also educates their mind too, you feel me? So, but that's just a preference, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say no names, but I know for a fact the person that I'm talking about, because I was just listening to one of their specials last night, sold out crowd, very, very, very fucking popular. So it has nothing to do with how you be successful, or if you can be successful telling fake jokes or not, or shit jokes about shit that's not really real. It just gets people laughing. But that's just not my preference. Beautiful hot ass day out here. Yeah, man, I'm happy to do this shit though, because like I said, I don't expect this shit to get millions of views, but some comedian is gonna watch this and be like, okay, I'm gonna follow your journey with you, man. Shit, I'm gonna follow that journey too. And if you just tuning in, last week I thought about this shit, started writing down jokes. Now I started categorizing them.